Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Big Brother August 17th show. We have a new HOH, we have new Noms, we have Cat's exit interviews. And wow, like blown away. Like, we must watch and discuss. We have the drama that has unfolded before POV. We have had so very much. Now, you may have said, Eric, there was no live feed update show yesterday. Well, you're correct. Because we did 3 hours of show the day before, and many of you did not watch it. I cannot express that if you... I was putting you all in timeout to watch the shows. If you did not see the 2-hour spectacular that led into Thursday's eviction show, you need to watch it because a lot of what is happening going forward in this game is coming out of that show. So you should check it out. Also, I post the ones that are the official, live feed update shows here and on our website and iTunes. But then there are some show days where we do the viewing party on TV Co. So we watch the show together and talk. So make sure you're following us on TV Co. is the moral of the story. Sometimes if you're like, ooh, there's a day missing, it's on the TV Co. app. And of course, you can watch all the other shows back at yourrealityrecaps.com/bb21. Find out where you're placing in the trash draft. Get the live feeds, flashback times for all the drama the other day. The spoiler graphic. Everything is over there on our website for this season, all the past seasons, and all your favorite reality TV shows. Survivor, Challenge, Amazing Race, Bravo shows. So check it all out over on the website. Of course, if you guys don't have the feeds, yourrealityrecaps.com/feeds, or become an updater for us at yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters and watch the feeds for free and be part of the WOW family and win prizes and get promoted. And it's just a great way to help support us. Like I said, make sure you're following in TV Co. You guys are here now, so make sure you share the show. Click your 3 little dots up top. Your 3 little tops and top drop shots. Yeah, I'm gonna cry like Christy. Share the show is my point, or else it makes me sad. Also, follow us on YouNow, yourrealityrecaps.com/YouNow. Fan us there, because we're live on TV Co. every day, and we're live over there every day. We're also live on Twitch every day, Reality Recaps. If you're into, like gaming and stuff like that. And of course, if you want to help support our shows, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. Great way to help support our shows. And hey, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to our Twitch shows for free. And you might be like, Eric, I don't like gaming and I don't like Twitch shows. That's okay, just subscribe for free. It doesn't cost you anything. And we get $5. So if you're looking for a free way to help. Or you can become a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron for access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows, the after shows with the house guests for this season's John's cooking show, food kit giveaways, other special giveaways. Just become a patron if you want to help support the shows. Or of course, you can do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. And like I said, share the show. You guys know the deal. Liking our content, sharing it, commenting on it, where you see it on social media is such a good way to help support our shows. Tell a few friends about them. Thumbs up and subscribe on YouTube. 5-star rating and nice review in iTunes. Super great free ways to help too. That being said, special shout out to Soladinanon27 in chat who says, "Oh, I'm never around when you hear live." Well, I try to go live whenever the feeds go down. I try to go live whenever the feeds are down for POV or Noms or special comps or whatever. I know a lot of people, I have been reading your comments. I know you don't think I'm reading your comments, but I really do. I know a lot of people are like, I just wish you could just do it at a set time every day. I agree with you, but 2 points to that. Number one, I think you know, you guys would rather have something to watch when the feeds are down versus up, but that's just my nice way to package it. The real truth, if you come to You Now shows, it's just this season has been very hard for us personally, because my father-in-law has Alzheimer's and he's on home hospice care, and you know, that kind of, for any of you that has ever dealt with that, that is where a lot of my day is, so I have to fit these into where it works for that too. So anyway, that is why we are not set, but we still do them every day. All the more reason you should subscribe at TV Co and You Now. And look, they're there. Just be one day behind. If you want a set schedule, then just be one day behind and know that it'll always be on the website the next day. It's always there the next day. These shows post like an hour later. So that being said, have you guys watched Kat's exit interview with Julie? 'Cause honestly, I could not believe a lot of the tea that she was spilling in this exit interview. Well, BB Boston says not yet. Well, BB Boston, I got a treat for you. We're gonna watch it now. We're gonna watch it now, because I think it's like a lot of it is super relevant and kind of shocking. All right, so
who was just evicted from the Big Brother house 6-1.
6-1.
Yes.
But before that, there were two unanimous votes to keep me. Let's focus on the positive.
Okay. Which two do you believe?
Look at how I also hate when you pause it, how it goes away. Look at how Julie can't even follow that simple train of thought. Julie's like, what 2 votes unanimous do you... No, dum-dum. She's talking about the time she was on the block again, Julie. Keep pretending like you watched this show.
Probably the last one that just happened. Wait, what?
Which two... Oh, the last
two
last
idiots
round that you were up there.
Yeah. I unanimously stayed in the house until they all decided they hated me, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I just read the words on my teleprompter.
Jessica came to you last night and basically said, listen, Cliff's Angels is done because Cliff has gone into business for himself and Nicole. Yeah. Why didn't you go to Mickey and Holly, who you kind of, they thought you were in cahoots with them, whether or not you were.
We're all in
You
cahoots.
knew you would have had Jessica on your side, and then just rally Nicole to be like, hey, these 4 votes I need you to keep me. Why didn't you do that?
Yeah, because Nicole's so wrapped up in Nick, and it's really sad, because again, I don't know what y'all seen on the show, but Nick has done her wrong so many times, and he's literally called her a piece of...
a piece of blurry mouth. By the way, here's a fun drinking game. For those of you that are over 21 and don't drink and drive and have nowhere to go and we're not legally responsible in any way for you people that make horrible choices, but if you want to play a fun drinking game, take a shot every time or take a sip every time Kat says, I don't know what you've seen, or I don't know what they've shown.
Honestly disrespected her as a player and a person, but yet I think she feels like she has power in staying with him because he is one of the, I guess, leaders of the house. Yeah. So she doesn't want to say anything that would ever want him to think less of her or ever possibly get her evicted. And
what do you think of Nick?
Oh, here we go.
Nick, there's a lot, okay, first of all, there's a lot of guys in the house that need to take a note on how to talk to girls. And maybe I've just never lived with guys, but Nick was really skeezy, and he played this game of how he really liked to flirt with the girls. He liked to flirt with Tommy, and I'm not really that type of girl that like buys into that, I guess, unless it's Jackson at the beginning of the season, but whatever. But anyway.
I'm not really the type of girl that likes to do anything like that, except, you know, all the times when I was doing this stuff exactly like that, and then once the people stopped showing interest in me, then I didn't really have a choice but to stop it, so now I'm turning it around.
But
why not try and work Nicole's vote and say, open your eyes to who you think Nick is?
Well, I tried to, and I don't know if they aired the part that just happened, but I was like, hey, I was like, I don't care which way you vote. vote however you want to vote, however, whatever would make your parents proud, your family proud, your kids back home proud. And I swear to God,
But
she
it's Big
misconstrued it, and somehow before I got evicted, she told everyone that I had told her that her parents and kids and everything were disappointed in her. I was like, girl, you are so far deep in whatever Nick has you in, there's no hope.
You said earlier.
Okay, now I'm going to stop right here for a second, because this is, for starters, a bit of issues that has been discussed and being discussed on the feeds the past 24 hours. We don't know what the truth is. We do not know what actually happened. It happened while the feeds were down, and we did not have any control room person to help us here. But kind of just what Kat said. On the retells of this story that we have heard from people like Jess and Holly and Christy, apparently Jess and Kat took Nicole into the storage room and made a comment or said something along the lines of, Nicole, if you don't vote to keep us, or if you don't vote to keep Kat, the kids that you teach, you're supposed to be an inspiration to them. You're going to be letting those kids down. You're going to be disappointing your family. We'll never know. There's always as we can see, Kat's version right here is, I didn't say that. That's not how I said it. We'll have to see what Nicole says when she gets out of how, it was taken. I kind of feel like the truth is somewhere in the middle. I'm sure Kat did reference Nicole's family and kids, but maybe she didn't really mean it in the way that it came off. Nicole is clearly in a heightened state, a highly emotional state before that vote and everything was going to go down. Maybe she took it the wrong way. I don't think we're ever going to know. It happened when the feeds went down, so chances are we're never going to get to see it. But people are definitely using it in the house. Jackson has been using it as kind of an anti-Jessica thing. Jessica said, "I don't support what she said," and then proceeded to throw Nicole's body under the bus. Yeah. Jess did say she said it. Right. 3 sides. Her side, Kat's side, and the truth. Correct. Okay, so then Jess admitted that she said it. Okay, great. Then there we go. They're horrible people.
Early on to us in Diary Room. I am in an alliance of one.
Yeah.
Which ultimately, that's Big Brother.
Yeah.
Because everyone
That's why
else
you're sitting there.
is your competitor. Only one person can win $500,000. Was that your strategy at one point? Like, I'm going to kind of get in good and get little deals going with this group and that group, and I'm just going to swing with where the power goes week to week. Was that a strategy?
I wish I was that good. But
You're a flip-flopper.
no, I thought I was going to come in and be like the Tyler of the season. Like I was like really as a plan, and it all just went haywire because I was on the block for the first week, which really is like 2 weeks.
Your hair needs a lot more perm if you want to be the Tyler.
With what I had.
Oops.
Believe that if people like you, they will keep you within reason. So I was trying to focus on building individual relationships with everybody. And kind of see where I went from there, and here I am.
Well,
Yeah,
do
so
you
how'd
think
that
that's why you were perhaps a target? Because maybe people saw you as a wild card? Like
You said I was a wild card.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised to hear you say tonight that you would not have ultimately gone with Holly.
Yeah.
If you had to choose between Jessica and Holly, or Jessica and Nicole at one point.
Yeah, I mean, I really do. Well, I don't even know. Man, my mind is just blown from everything.
Or is it safe to say
That is the most true thing she said. She doesn't know what she would have done.
what's best for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, okay, so then now you're trying to like get me in like why I got mad at Cliff, but
Exactly.
But I get
You're
that.
trying to trick
but-
me, Julie.
And I I love Cliff, but it really did break my heart because he did come to me and say that if I got evicted, he was going to carry, the Cliff's Angels, like we were going to, they were still going to stick together, and it was going to be him and Nicole and Jess. And when we all talked about that, like I believed it because it does. I don't know if any of y'all have ever felt this way, but like walking into a room of people and you're playing a game, which I guess none of you felt this way, but all of a sudden you're at the bottom of the barrel because of some social hierarchy that someone in the house created, and all of a sudden, like, they think.
This is like watching a crazy person have a conversation with themselves. Like, she just says one thing and then is like, no, that's not what I meant. I didn't say that. No.
Did believe in that before you and Cliff were sitting next to each other on the block. I mean, that plan kind of has to go out the window, right? You're one of his angels.
Well, but with that being said, I know that he was also making deals with everybody. He was a deal maker, and
so you should have
which is a great game. I mean, he's probably the most savage player in there because he has nothing to lose. He has a family at home. He has a good job. Like, he doesn't care about anything but himself in the game. Yet they still think that I'm a bigger threat, I guess. Or maybe they're just trying to make me feel good. But
now, I agree with that 100%. This is why I do like the older players. I like older players who, correct, don't have anything to lose. He has a job, a career, a family, healthcare, a wife, kids. He can play cutthroat. He doesn't need anything from this show. He doesn't need the money from this show. He doesn't need the fame from this show. He's not trying to get anything in his personal life out of this show. So that is, I think, a huge reason why Cliff plays this game the way he plays the game.
Who's the biggest threat, in your opinion, in the house right now? Who's the one that, if they want to win it, they got to get rid of blank?
Gosh.
Well, they just got rid of blank.
I don't know what those people are thinking. I mean, I do think that there's a lot of people. I think that Christy probably is. She kind of runs the house, and I don't really know why, other than she won the first HOH, which I also wanted to win the first HOH, and we saw how that happened. But yeah, I know that Christy's running things, and Sis is kind of like her right-hand girl who doesn't really do anything except for dress as a chicken. And I think that Nick is competitive enough that he can get far, but I don't think he deserves it. I don't even know. Honestly, out of all those people in the house, I don't even know who I would vote for at jury at this point because.
Good, don't tell us because.
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm just over it at this point, but I don't really like any of them except for Jess.
Except for Jess, you only like Jess.
Well, no, okay, I'm dramatic.
Well, I
like Holly as well. Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about Holly?
Yeah, please, let's.
Did you or did you not know Holly before the two of you entered the Big Brother house?
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Was that a surprise to everyone? Like, because I think that we even surprised even the people on the show.
Explain how you know Holly, and more importantly, how well.
I think casting didn't even find out until it was too late. Oh no! I hit the wrong button. Hold on.
You knew Holly before the two of you were in the house.
So we both used to compete in pageants. I don't know if she brought this up, but she's a former Miss Wyoming USA. And we even have a picture together. Man, I'm giving all my cards, but whatever. We even have a picture of her wearing her Miss Wyoming sash and me as a fan next to her from 2013 or something. I wouldn't say that we're necessarily friends, but it's definitely more of a I know you enough to know that you're a good person, and I know your character. I mean, within reason. And it's it was nice to have that familiar face in the house. But
so you never hung out socially with her outside of this house?
No, we have friends in common, but we weren't friends. Honestly, we didn't really. The point that we know each other is literally to the same point that everyone else in the house knows each other. We didn't know anything about each other other than pageant stuff, or we both modeled for different energy drinks and just random little things like that we have in common. But.
Okay, so I just want to be very clear because I feel like a lot of people don't get this. Their friendship, let's just say any of you that were a waiter in a chain restaurant, if any of you were a Chili's waiter or a TGI Fridays waiter or an Outback Steakhouse waiter, their friendship is you worked at the one restaurant in town So Kat works at the one restaurant in town, and Holly works at the other restaurant like an hour away, and sometimes Kat had to go to her restaurant to get like burger buns because her restaurant was out, and sometimes she picked up the burger buns and saw Kat, and there was one time where all the restaurants in the state got together and took a photo, and they were in that photo together. They don't hang out together. They've never hung out together. They're not friends. Yes, they've competed in pageants in the same state. My point is, I give casting a pass on this one. These two are not friends. They do not hang out. They have never hung out. They have a similar job, so they've been in the same circles and had friends who overlap. I just don't think it's really the same. Is it unfair? Sure. Because then if I went into the house and I saw that other person that I also knew worked at Fridays, an hour away that I have bumped into, at least that's a bond more than other people in the house have. So in that aspect, sure, it's unfair in that sense. I do agree. Anything that gives you an advantage over the other people. No, Eric, Holly was Kat's chaperone at a few pageants. What the hell does a chaperone at a pageant do? Is that like a chaperone on a field trip? AKA the person we run away from and don't listen to? I'm gonna have to get a clue. I'm gonna have to get a clue as to what a chaperone is. Train them on their walk-in talent. All right. A little more mentoring. All right, fine.
We saw a lot of emotion from you in this house.
I didn't think I was going to be a crier.
But especially this week.
Especially.
Why was this game so emotional for you?
Oh, because I just lost my chance at $500,000, idiot.
I don't know why I cried so much this week. I think I just knew that my time had come to an end. And it does, I thought I was going to come in and be like the Tyler of the season, and I wasn't, which is whatever. But
What?
I think it was more of the feeling of knowing that this was the end of the road for me, but I hadn't done everything that I wanted to do.
Storyline.
And I hadn't even won HOH. I hadn't really made any big game moves. And honestly, I hope y'all like me, but I was thinking of it from the standpoint of a Big Brother fan and thinking wow, they're watching me, they're invested in my journey, and I feel like I've been blowing all this smoke of what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna leave.
Yep.
And I didn't get to do any of it.
Just like half
but
the other
I hope y'all still like me. But I hope I gave y'all good TV.
You did give us some good moments.
It was really and honestly, at that point, because when people decide that they don't like you and they don't want you in the house, there's nothing you can do or say to change anything.
I don't agree with
Do you
that.
want to hear your goodbye messages?
Yes, let's hear
from your
those
housemates,
messages.
Former housemates,
Yeah,
rather?
I told them all to be super savage.
Oh, let's see. Let's see, right here.
I'm sure you did.
Kat, I am so sorry,
Us
and
this.
even more so because of what happened in the last 24 hours. I know you said that you were disappointed in the way I behaved.
Yeah.
I was just doing what I had to do to stay alive in this game, and the last thing I wanted to do was hurt you or disappoint you. I'm sorry, Kat.
I'm sorry I
Kat,
get to see your
I hopefully
nipples
won't
no
see
more.
you too soon, but I'm looking forward to what I do. I love you to death.
I'll probably say
You're my
next
favorite
week.
people in this house, and I'm sorry that everything happened the way that it did. But I'll see you soon.
Kat, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. Have fun in jury, and I'll see you soon.
Kat, this goodbye is particularly a tough one for me because on a personal level, I'm literally obsessed with you.
looks
There was
dead
just
in
a
the
couple
eyes.
things that really scared me about you. I think that you're a lot smarter than you lead people to
Literally
believe. I think
looks
you're a lot
dead in the
tougher than you lead
eyes.
people to believe, and I'm basically just scared of it. P.S. You are still totally my BB crush. Mwah. I love you.
We're so
I'm
sure.
kidding.
We suck. We might be the worst final two ever.
Yep.
Pageants brought us together, but this game brought us so close, and I am forever thankful for that. I'm so sad that you're leaving me
Yeah.
with these crazies. But I'll probably be right behind you. Hopefully not. I love you.
Kat, I honestly love
Kat.
and adore you as a person and as a gamer. But to be honest with you, I can't see you going against Holly and Mickey. I gotta do what's best for my game. I'm sorry, and I love you.
Kat, the fact that you're seeing this honestly breaks my heart. I think that you are a genius. I think that you are a comp beast. You are nothing short of extraordinary in every possible way.
I love you.
I love you, Kat.
I love you. I didn't know that was
Kat,
gonna
if
be in there.
you are seeing this,
I
bitches
don't
were
know where I am.
conspiring against you. But fear not. I feel like I have a better grasp on what the hell is going on. I love you. I adore you. You're one of my best friends. I hope you get to meet Brett at some point.
I hope so too.
I love you.
And if you
Kat,
can figure
my
out what's
love,
happening, tell me.
I know things have gotten really wonky in this past 24 hours,
Wonkadoo.
but I want you to know that I believed in Cliff's Angels. I still believe in Cliff's Angels. I fell in love with you on day one. I consider you a friend for life, and I can't wait to see you on the other side.
Yeah.
I told them all to go really savage.
So what do you make of
Yeah,
the
what do you
messages
make of
just
that, Kat?
I mean,
You called
I
Christy
mean-
fake.
she is. I mean, I'm sorry.
You
I'm
don't
not
think
trying
she
to
meant that?
No, I don't.
Why do you think she said it?
Because I'm going to jury and they know that they want my vote. I mean, it's okay. Like, I mean, being in the Big Brother house, you see everything, and even more than you like see on the show. And I think a lot of people, I tried to play dumb as long as I could, and then I just couldn't handle it anymore. And I was like, all these people think I'm stupid. But, or maybe I still was dumb, I don't know. But you really do see more of the people's personalities.
Do we?
And I feel like as a person watching the show, you're probably thinking like, wow, like they're totally pulling one over on her. And they really aren't.
Aren't
I
they?
kind of could get a good read on people.
Kat,
Yeah?
you call yourself a conspiracy theorist.
Oh my gosh.
Do you
Oh, I'm
have
so
any
embarrassed.
theory as to what's happening? What the heck is happening in that house? In other words,
I have a theory.
who are the bitches and who are they conspiring
They're
against?
all bitches. I have no idea at this point. I wish I could give y'all some good dirt.
That's okay.
But
I got a theory.
Final thoughts before you go see.
Oh yeah.
Just Jack.
Let's talk about Jackson
jury
being
house.
abusive
can you
and
bring
go.
Brett to the jury house, please? Like that's all I'm asking. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm leaving the house as a better person. I'm sincerely sorry for anything that I said to offend any. I mean, not that I think I did, but like, I hope that y'all know that I was playing as true to myself as I could.
Okay, hold on. Just because I'm going to forget. There's a minute and 30 seconds left, and you know me. I'm literally going to forget if I don't tell you all right now. So, 2 things. Number 1, saying a blanket I'm sorry for anything that I did or said to upset anyone is not actually being sorry. So, there's that. Number 2 is, I do have a theory. I think we are having a jury battle back. In the past, in these interviews, we have seen that Julie has revealed things. And if you've noticed in these last, this one and Jack's, she really has not revealed any game to them. She has really not said anything to these people exposing anybody's games. So, could we have a battle back? I think so, based on the fact that Julie has not really been exposing anything to Jack or Kat yet that they have not already known. Now, does that mean we're definitely getting a battle back? No, but does it mean we're definitely getting one? I just find it interesting. Julie likes to shock people in the interviews with things that they didn't know once their games are really over. And she didn't really seem to do that. Instead, she specifically asked Kat, what do you think's going on? Instead of saying, hey, would you be surprised to know that Tommy and Christy knew each other? She just went with, is there anything that you think's going on in the house? So whether it's true or whether it's not true, I don't know. But that's just kind of my theory at the moment of why I think we might be getting a battle back.
Person, because I don't know what y'all saw.
I don't know
I'm
what
sorry
you
if I
saw.
upset anybody. I also do want to, so this is a long final thought. I also do want to clear something up about
Clear it
Jackson
up.
because I don't know what exactly aired on the show.
Uh-huh.
And
Jackson, also known as Mickey.
yeah, Jackson known as Mickey.
Not to
and
any
there
of
was
us,
a
Julie.
time that I was part of a conversation with Christy about how he was disrespectful to women, and because of things that he had personally done to me and the aggression that he had showed, I agreed with her and I went along with it. And him and I had a really good talk. Again, I'm not sure what aired, so y'all are probably like, what in the world is she talking about? But it's going to make me feel better by saying this, and I hope it clears his character. I think he's someone who possibly was misunderstood, and he did have a lot of aggression, and because of our personality and we are so much alike, he did take it out on me. But I do want him, like I want him to know and I want his family to know that I don't hold that against him, and I hope I didn't disturb his character in any way. I just feel better saying that, and because really he does have so many good things about him. I was still gonna evict him, but he really does. Like I hope that everyone ends up seeing the good in him instead of the bad, and because I'm not sure what exactly was presented. So
Thank you, Catherine.
thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Kat. Bye, Kat. I mean, look, if Jackson has an aggressive personality and acted the way he acted towards Kat, that's not on you, Kat. That's on Jackson. That little tidbit is on Jackson, not on you. And yes, he was like that, and it is what it is. This is why, like, this is the part that I say is scary, that I don't want it to ruin parts of Big Brother. All of these house guests are going to become so aware of the fact of the things that they do and say on the live feeds that we're never going to get any of the good drama going forward or stuff, because everybody is going to be so self-conscious of the way that they're, the way they're being portrayed. Although when you say being portrayed, I feel like I'm saying it's their edit, and I don't mean their edit, I mean them being themselves. Eric, don't you think that Kat has a form of ADD? She gets distracted easily and can't finish a thought. I mean, I think I'm not a doctor nor qualified to diagnose somebody's mental state, but I mean, yeah, she's a little scatterbrained. So am I. I had to stop that to tell you about my theory about Battleback, because I knew in a minute and 30 seconds I would forget it if I started talking about something else. So, I feel Kat's pain. Okay, so Hide and Go Veto started really early last year, didn't I don't remember. We'll get there. Let's go back to the beginning before we get to Veto. So, Jackson wins HOH, lost his pants, and won the HOH. So, get ready for a fun time Sunday night of a pantsless Jackson winning HOH. If you missed any of that, it's on our YouNow. If you're a subscriber, you can go watch it back on YouNow. We have the whole entire competition, and we watched it and discussed it live, but Jackson ends up winning. And controversy as to whether Nick threw it or not. Sure, we saw Nick going into this competition being like, I'm going to win the slip and slide, and I'm going to win. I got to win to get safety for our son. You guys can trust on me, and I'm going to be winner, chicken dinner. Well, yeah. Well, no. Because Jackson won. Jackson won by a lot. By a lot. Like, it wasn't even a contest. Then we had poor Cliff at the end being like, you can't pry my cold dead body from this course. Like, it's already over. Like, it's over. Jackson has won. And Cliff is just, he is still staying up there. He is still going like, yeah, they can turn those lights off, but I'm gonna finish this. 'Cause I'm not a quitter. Just want you to know I'm not a quitter, okay? You can call me a quitter, but I'm not a quitter. So I'm gonna, like, shut up. And by the way, yes, and Nicole did as well. And then I think people were asking me, why did Nicole do it? And I said, because stupidity is contagious. We also had, there was also a moment in the middle of the competition. Where production came over the loudspeaker and they were like, Jessica, is there any way that you could do a representation or a reenactment of your last week on the feeds? And she said, most certainly I could. Here I go. Boom. Wobble, wobble, fall. I'm an angel. Thanks, Jess. Great job. Killing it as always. Doing great, Jess. Doing great at this game. Just the worst. Again, if you have not watched the 2-hour show that we did 2 days ago, go watch back the spiraling into madness that was just this, you know, before eviction, and I would say leading up to it the past few days before as well. I will also say late last night, it got brought up again by Holly and Jackson in front of Christy and Annalise that they're a little bit worried about Jess's mental state. And, you know, when Christy is retelling the story, Christy is very much like, I just want you to know, Jess. I just want you to know that it was very upsetting for me to watch. And it was disgusting. So I want you to know it was disgusting. They were there and they were wondering, like, are you on drugs? Okay? It's disgusting. Jessica. And then Annalise is like, oh, butterfly. It's a butterfly. It's a butterfly. Oh, it's just dust. I agree with everything Christy says. They called you crazy and you need to up your dosage. You're fucking cuckoo coconuts and it's all Steve's fault. And Jess is like, Steve? What about Steve? And then Christy's like, they said it all happened on your husband's birthday. What happened on your husband's birthday is when you went crazy. And Jess is like, it's interesting. So yeah, so it came back up is my point. Jess's mental state is also a topic. Whatever. Back to the HOH. Jackson wins HOH. He knows what he's going to do. There was no real game talk the night that he won. So Jackson wins. Everybody goes up to his HOH room. There's 10,000 watermelons. There's like watermelon fruit roll-ups, watermelon candy, watermelon face masks, watermelon enemas, watermelon. It's all there. It's watermelon themed. Shirts of green and whatever. It's big fucking watermelon themed HOH room of ridiculousness. And no real game talk. Everybody kind of went down to bed that night. Then yesterday during the day is when everybody started making their campaign speeches. Now, this is kind of where I feel Jackson did some stuff wrong, because there were some people who would come in, like Nicole, and Jackson would be like, I already know what I'm doing. So just know, you can say whatever you want to say to me, Nicole, but I'm a Vault. I'm going to need you in this game going forward, so know that I'm not going to tell anybody anything that you say, but also know, on the other hand, I already know what I'm doing, so unless you drop some bomb on me, my plan's already set in stone. So Nicole is doing her whole, I don't know if I want to say names, because, that's biting me in the butt before. It's, really hard for me to say what I want to say because I'm scared. Meanwhile, Jackson's like, all right, well, I'm going to just walk around this room and ignore you. Jackson's like, I'm listening. Like, Nicole's sitting there talking. Jackson's like in the bathroom, fluffing a towel. He's like cleaning off the sink. He's over by his bed, organizing his nightstand. And Nicole's just over there like trying to talk game. And Jackson's like, I'm totally listening. It was actually pretty funny. So whatever. So my point is, with people like Nicole, with people like Jessica, he would say, I already know what I'm doing. People like Cliff. Then when someone like Annalise, Sis, comes in, he went with, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not really sure. I just want you to know that you and me are good. Yada, yada, yada. Christy would come in, same exact pitch. I want you to know that you and I are good, and the things that are personal that have happened between us, I have moved on from those. Those are in the past. You know, I'm going to move forward for strategic reasons and game reasons, so whatever I do, it will not be based on personal issues. Please understand it is not personal. Yeah, he very much led them to believe that they were not really targets. But he also told them, I don't know what I'm doing. Now, it did not end up blowing up in Jackson's face, but I was concerned for a while there that the fact that he told everybody else he knew 100% what he was doing, but told Annalise and Christy he did not know what he was doing, was going to come out before the actual nomination ceremony. It didn't really. Jackson's favorite line to deliver during all of these all of these one-on-ones before Noms, his favorite line to deliver, which clearly was given to him by production, he's like, we all signed up for this game. We all signed up to play HOH. We all signed up to be on the block. We all signed up to be a have-not. We all signed up for this game. We all signed up. He must have reiterated how they all signed up to play this game 9,000 times. 9,000 times. Kayla in chat says, Jackson is charming. He'll come out, apologize, donate some of the winnings, I guess to charity, and then talk about character and learning, blah, blah, blah. And I would forgive him. If Jackson comes out and apologizes and donates money to charity and shows through actions that he is changing because he is young, I would totally forgive that. I would respect anybody that gave part of their winnings to charity. Because he is young. I agree. He is definitely young. Okay, so he goes through all of that. He's also trying to, with Holly, figure out where are we going to go moving forward. Obviously, you know, Jackson said a lot of things to a lot of different people. He told Nick and Tommy, I'm not putting any of the guys up. I don't want the guys to lose their numbers to the girls. We know the girls will bond together. They'll start voting us out. So just know I'm not putting any guys up. Then he went to, I'm definitely putting up Christy and Sis together. So he was on that train for a little while. Then he got off that train for a little while and was like, maybe putting Christy up right off the bat isn't a good idea. Maybe I should do a Christy and a Tommy to start with, because he would be a vote for her. Ultimately, when he woke up in the morning, he did realize Christy and Sis is the best way to guarantee that somebody who is against me is going to go home. So it is what he did. Obviously, I'm sure you all know by now, but yes, the nominations that he locked in were Christy and Sis. Now, I know what you're thinking if you haven't been watching feeds. Well, Eric, this is the moment that you have been waiting for. No, I did not want Christy on the block, but I love a crazy Christy. And obviously, we watched how batshit insane Christy went last week when being a third nom. Obviously, she's the second nom right now with no third nom. Christy must be losing her damn mind right now. Right, Eric? No. No. Christy and Sis look like they got lobotomies in the DR. Like, we're all waiting for the feeds to come back. Like, here we go. We're gonna get the Christy is Crazy show. And then the feeds come back on, and Christy and Sis are in bed together like this. It is what it is. Shit happens. Ah, well, just a game. What can we do? Universe, universe, universe. I guess I'm going home. Maybe I'll go home. Well, whatever. I was like, what is happening? What is happening right now? Now, there is... here's what I really think it is. Christy's full-blown crazy is not coming out until she knows she has no chance. Christy right now is acting like this because she doesn't want to upset anybody or light a fire under anybody's ass to win this POV. Christy just is trying to keep it under wraps for right now because she thinks she still has a chance. I honestly don't think she'll go full crazy until after the POV ceremony on Monday. She still wants to, depending on who wins, show an air of, I can be level-headed, I can be rational, I am somebody you want to work with, look at how I've changed in this game. She's not going to go full Christy until Monday if somebody who won is not taking her off the block. Then we're going to get crazy Christy for the rest of the week, which is going to be perfect because either Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not sure which day yet, I'll let you know on Monday, but either Tuesday or Wednesday, Sam will be here. So Sam will be joining us on either Tuesday or Wednesday. So it will be great to get Sam's impressions on when Christy will surely be full-blown crazy. Eric, what if Jackson wins tonight? Will she still go crazy? Personally, I don't think so. I think Christy is one who holds on to hope. And until that veto is used to lock in the nominations, she still has hope that A, it might be used on her. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see. There is no way. I have learned, as you're about to see, there is no real way to know what Christy is really going to do from moment to moment. I was actually shocked to see that she was so calm after. Like, I knew she would... I didn't think she was going to go full crazy after, but I kind of thought it was going to be more than this catatonic state that her and Sis have been in. Okay, so Jackson for Veto, actually it'd be funnier if Holly won it. There are a lot of different scenarios. Well, okay, so here's the first thing. In their whole, like, wah-wah catatonic state that they were in, Sis says, you know, we have to get you off, Christy. We have to get you off because I can basically stay over anyone. So if anybody wins that we're aligned with, they need to use it on you. Which, of course, made Christy turned on the waterworks. That is so kind of you to say. He knew my heart. And, of course, Christy was like, you can't. You have to play for yourself. Well, then it kicked into Christy's brain what Sis is saying. So then Christy made sure to nurture that whenever she had the chance. Anytime Christy had the chance after that to nurture Annalise's idea of, oh, the veto should definitely be used on me, Christy just made sure to gently water that seed in any conversation that happened. Now, cut to today, where now because all Christy has basically done, and all Annalise has basically done since Noms, is basically just moped around. They basically just moped around. We planned on staying in bed all day. There's nothing we can do. It is what it is. The universe. There hasn't been a ton of gaming, more of like pity partying around the house. Until kind of this morning, when Christy and Annalise have just decided we've had enough of unauthentic Holly. We're not here for unauthentic Holly. We only want to be real, authentic people that are honest and open and sincere. And you know what Holly isn't? Authentic. I mean, not for nothing. Just like Christy, at the end of that HOH, you were screaming your brains off, thrilled for Jackson to win. You were up there like a kid on Christmas on his fucking bed, making your pitch to him, telling him how thrilled you were that he won and that you guys are all gonna get to move together. Cut to you and how much you love him and love Holly. Now, cut to you and Sis being downstairs being like, Holly's the devil! I hate Holly! But at least we're authentic. I don't think you know what authentic means. I don't think Christy has a clue what the word authentic means. So, they're basically, earlier this morning, sitting there being like, we don't like Holly, we don't like Jackson, you know, this is ridiculous, blah, blah, and not for nothing, Nick too. We can't trust Nick. We don't know if Nick is loyal. We don't know where Nick is standing in this game. He's just like, we can't tell. We cannot tell what is actually going on with Nick in this game. Then Nick walks in the room. And, or I should say the room. Nick walks in the room. Can't stand Nick and his O's. And this happens.
We went to them, they said I was both good. I said, okay, so I don't need to win unless Jess wins. Bet. Then we came in here and Holly said, I feel fucking gut punched that you just fucking had a deal, so you were safe. And then what were you gonna do? And I said I wasn't gonna win. And she was like, well,
I guess I also just think it's
wait, hold on.
You do have a deal with Mickey and Holly, but Holly was literally upstairs 3 days ago in
Trashing
the HOH room, trashing you, saying that you play us so bad and that you wouldn't have used the veto on me, and that
that's bullshit too, because I've done for it.
Bullshit.
You were never ever even considering keeping Jack, not from day one that you were saying the moment. Like, I just think there's just so many inconsistencies, and that's the only reason why I feel like, fuck, damn, like, I really did trust Nick again. Like, am I so stupid?
Well, I mean, if you don't want to trust me, I'm not asking you guys to trust me. I've been nothing but transparent, but I'm actually starting to get upset because, like, it's and listen, I get it. No, but I get it. But like at the same time, like, I've been nothing but transparent with both of you guys of who I've been close with.
I'm not saying I don't trust you.
No, but you kind
of. I'm not saying that. But yeah, I am getting concerned and questioning because at the end of the day, it does all make sense whether it's true or not. It just kind of adds up. I'm not saying I believe it or not. I'm just saying it just sounds like it adds up. I'm not saying I fucking believe it.
But I've been nothing but transparent with everything that I've been doing. What am I supposed to say? Yeah. What am I supposed to tell them? Oh yeah, if Cliff wants to flip, I'm gonna flip the vote. Is that what you guys want me to say?
Yep, that's what they want you to say.
Even a couple people, like, you don't think it's weird that he came in second in both vetoes? That he guns for it until he doesn't have to, and then he doesn't win.
How did I not? How did I?
I'm just letting you. No, but Nick, I just want you to know that I'm not saying like, oh, well, that all makes sense.
I wasn't
going
to
just
use
saying that there's like so many little things.
I wasn't going
to. Why is that stuff keep coming up?
Well, listen, I wasn't going to use it if I won and Jess vetoes anyway.
Wait, but why did you tell them
I
that you weren't gonna
wasn't
win it
gonna.
anyway when the whole plan was to fucking...
Because
they were
Tommy,
gonna be the
Tommy said that
targets.
because you both said that you guys were safe. So once they went out, then
Because what?
both you guys said that you were good with them.
No. During the Torsten Space veto. Is that what you're talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this HOH. He told them.
Oh.
Before, 2 days before, because Tommy was saying that, oh, I'm good with them, so I wouldn't want to win. And you said that you felt you were good with Holly.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Okay, so, wait. Let me just play the part 2. There's a little bit more. Let me just play the part 2, and then I'll fill in some of the blanks for you. But hold on.
Meaning that I was going to go up if they won.
Sorry.
But why didn't you gun for it if you thought you...
I did gun for that.
Oh.
I did gun for this. Before...
Holly's under the impression that
well,
you
I don't give a fuck what she's under the impression. But yeah, because before we started the competition, but 3 days before, when I went down and talked to them before the blow-up happened, I said, where's your head at? Because if I was like, I'm going to put you guys up if I have to. And they said, no, I'm good with you. I said, okay. And then I came in here and we sat down and it was me, Tommy, and Holly, and she was like, that's really fucked up what you did. She was like, I feel gut punched. She was like, you weren't going to protect me. And I was like, listen, I was doing what's best for my game. Yeah, sure, maybe I wasn't going to go for it, but I was like, but I didn't need to. If it was a double, it wouldn't have fucking mattered. I would have put both of them up next to each other if it was the
I know. I was here. I walked in on that. I know, but I'm saying the way you guys left off, you walked out of the room and you were like, I'm fucked.
Yeah, because I thought I was.
Right. But that's why I'm saying I don't know why she would think, like, still that you threw it.
I don't know, but I was
just her way of being like,
I mean,
whatever.
listen, you guys can believe whatever you want. I at this point, like, if you don't trust me, then fucking win and put me up next week. At this point, like, I don't fucking care anymore.
No, because veto, I'm going home.
No, but it's honestly kind of tiring for me. Like, I've been nothing but transparent since I got back with you guys. I've been nothing but honest with you. I've been telling you everything I fucking do, and I still get questioned. It's bullshit.
This is the first time that anyone, like, no one's even questioned you at all. I
you just said everything adds up.
Well, this is all recently coming to me. You think last week I was questioning you when I picked you for the veto and I felt so good with you that you were going to use it? I mean, like, I wasn't questioning you last week. I talked about you, how you gained my trust. And
I literally
love
do
you
for that thing to save you.
No, I know that, but you're saying we keep questioning you. No one's questioned you.
Well, you just said that I got second, but
we
it's
just feel
that's not my fault.
Well, because this is all stuff that's coming out right now, and it's
I
like
literally asked you one question this morning. I just said, "Are you working with them?"
But I already told you
said
no.
And I said, "Okay," because I'm just getting recent information.
Also,
and it
right
makes me think,
before-
okay, wait, what?
Like you literally, even right after Kat went, or right before Kat was going, like, I didn't even come to you and get mad at you or question you or everything. You kept saying, "Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me?" And I kept saying, "No, I don't believe anyone. I don't believe any of them." But do you know how many things were being said to me?
Okay, now look, here's the deal. It kind of goes on and on more where Nick gets more increasingly frustrated, where he's just like, watch the DRs. Like, you'll see in the DRs. You'll see in the DRs. You'll see when you get out of here. And Christy is like, idiot, we can't watch the DRs. So you telling me to watch your DRs or I'll see when I get out of here means nothing. And then he goes, well then go ask Holly and Jackson. If you think that I'm working with Holly and Jackson, you go ahead and you ask Holly and Jackson. And Christy is like, we're playing a game about lying. Obviously, they're not gonna tell me the truth. So I just love that Nick keeps trying to use these points as like a validation, but he has to understand he's talking to Christy. You're not going to be able to pull one over on Christy or screw Christy over, with this whole entire thing. Don't know why Nick is always the scapegoat. 'Cause Nick is doing the things. I wouldn't say Nick is the scapegoat. I would say Nick is being called out on the things that Nick actually does. I don't know if that's necessarily the scapegoat, but sure. Then Oh wait, hold on. Then Tommy comes in. And Tommy is doing his very good Derek impression. Tommy is trying to calm everybody down. Tommy is trying to be like the mediator. He's like, like, Christy, you guys need to work through this with Nick. You need to talk about your problem. So they kind of like talk about it. Nick kind of ends up feeling better about things. Christy and Sis ends up crying. I can't with this game and everybody whatever. Shut up. I don't care if I'm crying. But then they kind of go in and start bashing Holly again. And then, Tommy is like, look, what you need to do is you need to stop this negative talk that you two are having. Because I realize, I get it, you're both friends, you're both on the block. But you guys sitting here and making fun of how old Holly is, or putting Holly down, or blaming her for things that Jackson does in her HOH, you're just coming off badly. You're just looking bad to the live feeders. It's not good sportsmanship. All of the, like, you need to check how you're coming off right now. And Tommy's like, and you need to make them feel like they can work with you going forward. One of you will be here next week. You don't want to burn that bridge. But Christy is dead set on burning up. Sis was dead set on burning the bridge. She's like, I will not work with them, Tommy. I do not care, blah, 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 blah. And then Christy is on her whole, that would be inauthentic. Okay? Okay? I'm not going to be inauthentic next week if I'm still here. I don't do inauthentic things. Like, okay. Sure you don't. Then, Christy is like, I need to shower. She's like, you know what? I need to shower. So Christy gets up, she goes and she walks over to the shower and just starts crying in the shower. Shower cry, shower cry, shower cry for Christy. So then Tommy comes over to the shower.
Christy, I'm real.
I know.
You can always look at me and see hope.
What?
You can always look at me and see hope.
What?
You can always look at me and see hope.
I don't.
Now look, here's the thing. That really made me emotional the first time. If he would have just stopped when he said it the first time, of you can always look at me and see him. Because look, at the end of the day, I love love. I love that Christy was in a relationship with his aunt and they've had all these moments together, and we've kind of on social media got to see their lives together, and I can't imagine the stress of playing this game and the money and how it could change their lives, and Christy owns a store, and I understand like all the real life benefits that could come out of doing well in this game and the pressures and the this and the that, but we knew each other before, and apparently, I think it also came out that they were friends even before she dated the aunt. So they apparently went to elementary school together or something like that as well. Or something weird. They knew each other before Christy even started dating the aunt. So I don't know. Just when he said that line to her of you can always look at me and see home, I was like, oh my God, that instantly, like a tear, went right to my eye. And then Christy ruined it with her, what? And then he was like, okay, I'm going to try again. Take two. Whenever you look at me, you can see home. What? Whenever you look at me, you can see home. Ha! It's like, Christy, you're a fucking evil person. You really took a special moment and just ran it into the ground. Because it was really... I mean, watch. Just, you know this is going to have emotional music over it on Wednesday's episode.
Christine, I'm real.
I know.
You can always look at me and see home.
Oh, see, if they just ended it right there. So touching.
What?
You can always look at me and see home.
What?
You can always look at me and see home.
For the love of God, this is such a good line, Christy. Could you stop ruining it? I'm an actor. I'm an actor, Christy, and you have ruined my line. And honestly, how many minutes of creepy shower watching is happening before this? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Christy,
5.
I'm real.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... 15 seconds of staring at your friend in the shower crying. It's weird. I'm sorry. Not your friend. Your aunt's ex-girlfriend. It was just such a moment. Like, if I'm thinking of it from like a producer and a production standpoint. Because here's the thing. Tommy, I believe, was very sincere. Like, you could kind of see he, like, got a little bit choked up before he said it to her. I believe that he meant it, that he was being sincere here. I believe he does feel for Christy in this moment. So I just think it sucks that Christy went and ruined it. I mean, people won't see it that way. Well, I'm sure I would be floored if that didn't make the show. But I think on the show, they're going to go one of two ways. They're either going to cut it after the first one, or they're going to loop her saying what over and over again. His throat was struggling. I agree. Maximus' mom, who has never been correct about a Big Brother opinion ever, says, "Oh, please, Tommy is never sincere. He's full of shit." I agree, which is why he's a great Big Brother player. Which is why Tommy is playing the best game in this house. Tommy is the only one that understands he needs to try and keep open lines of communication with everybody, try and make everybody feel that keeping him is good for his game, trying to remain loyal and keep the promises that he makes to people, all while also doing things which are making the live feeds entertaining. I'm here for Tommy. Tommy, hands down, deserves to win this game more, in my opinion, than anybody else in that house. I think Tommy, hands down, from a social standpoint, from a strategic standpoint, he deserves to win this game more than... I mean, so far, right now. That can change. But up until this point... I'm sorry, nobody has controlled this game more than Tommy and Christy. And as we can see, Christy is currently crying in a shower, while Tommy is working on trying to save his alliance, save Christy, save Sis, keep Christy and keep Holly and Jackson happy. Tommy is always trying to just fix it for everyone. And yeah, that's going to involve lying and manipulating. You know what? It's like they're playing Big Brother. Being upset, because, this is what annoys me about people like Christy, when she's like, it's not even about the money. I don't even care about the money. I just want to be authentic and be myself, and I'm not going to risk my morals or my authenticity to win this game. Then fucking go. Leave. That's like saying, I'm not playing Monopoly with the money. I'm gonna only play Monopoly with pieces and trying not to land on your properties. Because money is the root of all evil. So as long as I'm playing Monopoly with you guys, I don't want any money. That's literally how smart you sound. The game involves lying to people. If you told the truth, you'd be gone. So you have to lie. But that makes them a bad person. No, it doesn't. It makes them somebody who agreed to play a game with other people who would be lying and manipulating the entire time. See, it would only be messed up, morals would only be involved if everybody went into this thinking that they were playing a game of let's be friends and work together and honesty and friendship and caring, and we'll figure out a diplomatic way to assign someone the winner at the end. Bullshit. Everybody went in understanding the game that they were playing. So your morals argument, your authenticity, and your I need to be a good person excuse bullshit. And P.S., you can still be a good person and lie and manipulate people in the game. See, Nicole. If Christy wins Veto, it will hurt Tommy the most. Correct. Well, and I know people kind of... Okay, look. Basically, when Jackson was doing his one-on-ones before the Noms, he told Nicole, you are not my target. You are not going to be a nominee. However, I might need to put you up as a replacement. Now, he didn't specifically say that. I forgot the stupid-ass Jackson way that he said it. It was something like, but then down that there line, I might have to, use you in a way you're not used to. So, whatever. Then, afterwards, in talking to Holly, in talking to other people, oh good, so we'll fill you all in on that in a minute. So, Holly, in speaking to Holly, he has said Tommy might end up being the replacement. So we don't really know who the replacement nominee will be. I see you, chat. We'll get there in 1 second. So now, it is time for POV. And there's all of the speculation as to what it could be. Is it going to be Hide and Go Veto? Is it going to be BB Comics? Is this going to be a long power of veto ceremony? What could it be? What could it be? To which I said, listen, everyone, you're all wrong. There is 0% chance it is going to be BB Comics or any of those. There is no way that that is going to happen. So, they did the player picks for Veto. They're doing the player picks for Veto. And, oh crap. Why did I forget who got picked now? Oh my god, I just had a brain fart. Holly, Nick, Cliff. Cliff, Holly, Nick, right? I believe that's it. Cliff, Holly, Nick. Okay, good. Okay, so it's Cliff, Holly, Nick, Jackson, Christy, Annalise playing in the Veto. And now I can report in the shortest POV competition ever, it only lasted, I would say, the feeds went down and I think I was live within like 10 minutes. We've been live for like an hour and 15 minutes, so this Power of Veto competition only lasted an hour and a half max. I am here to tell you that your POV winner is is Jackson. Or Mickey, if you're somehow a casual viewer that for some reason they are still trying to like push Mickey down our face. Jack's gone. Can we call him Jackson now like we've done all season? So, I think it's pretty safe to say the POV is not going to be used. So, the moral of the story a few seconds ago was, I was going to say there was a lot of debate as to would Nicole be the replacement or would Tommy be the replacement? I know a lot of the fans seem to think that it's going to be Tommy based on things that Jackson has said since his one-on-one conversations. I really thought it would end up being Nicole. Based on the conversation he had with Nicole at the time of the nomination conversations. But really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Jackson won. I have a feeling he is going to be keeping the nominations the same. And now I think we could probably see maybe a more crazy Christy. I think we can now maybe see a more crazy Christy. I see, oh my god, hundreds of you in chat. You're all agreeing. Bye, Christy. Bye, Christy. Power of Cheeto 1 on Twitter. Says, yep, I agree. Sadie at Texas Queen says, yeah, I mean, what is Christy doing on the feeds right now? Maybe this will be a good way to end the show. What is happening live at, oh, you know what is happening live at the moment on the feeds? I could pull it up and show you myself. Let's end the show by taking a look into the feeds. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'll do like a Julie Chen. We'll have a look into the feeds as we end the show. And cue the crying in 3, 2, 1.
Like, really, Tommy? You want to play Baywatch?
You want to play Baywatch?
I can't. I really can't.
Sounds like she's blaming Tommy for her loss. Sounds like she's blaming Tommy. Christy, hello? Christy, sweetheart, it's me, the universe. Do you remember how for the last 7 hours you were saying whatever happens, it's the... Oh my god, she's gonna fight somebody. She's gonna cut somebody. Oh shit. You're gonna watch a live cut right now. Oh no, what's happening? Where are we going? This is like some Saw shit. Where the fuck is she? Oh, come on. Oh, I thought... see how she looked right at the camera and then knew that it was on her somehow? Which is why I say... Oh god, now we're gonna get the extra cries because she knows the camera's on her. I mean, look.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, Jesus! Why is he naked?
No, it's okay. It's not you guys.
It is us.
No, it's okay. Like, it's okay. I know I'm going home, and that's fine.
Maybe.
But, like...
I know.
Tommy's supposed to be my friend. Like, this isn't... Like, let's play Baywatch. It's not you. It's not
I know, but he's down there crying right now. We all...
No, it's okay.
It isn't. We all realize that we were not acting as reverent considering the situation.
It's not
it
you,
was...
Cliff.
I know, but it was a bunch of people releasing frustration.
Like, I'm okay with the fact that I'm going home. That's fine.
Sounds like it was a knockout.
I know, but I'm not.
But it's like so insensitive.
I know.
Like, that's supposed
sounds
to be
like it
my
was a
friend.
knockout.
Christy, I'm not apologizing just for me. I'm apologizing because everyone down there is suddenly
Thank you.
feeling like shit.
It's okay. I don't want.
Shut
I really don't
up,
want.
Cliff.
I know. And I'll tell
I don't
her.
want anyone to
I'll
feel
tell
like shit because, like, I don't even want.
Here is Cliff. I think I heard that the camera made a move in that room. I know Christy crying in there. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to tell Christy I'm apologizing on behalf of America. And they're all going to see it.
I don't want anyone to know I'm crying. Like,
Okay.
just tell them
I
I'm
won't
fine.
say a word. I'll say
I
you're
don't,
fine.
Like, I don't want. I just tell them I'm like meditating or whatever.
And I know the way it looks.
Oh,
all
you're
I can say is
meditating,
fight
right.
because you never know.
No, I know, but I'm not going to campaign against that girl.
I know. Can I give you just a hug and then I'll leave?
Oh, touch my nipples. Rub my nipples, Christy.
I love it.
Oh, God, my nipples on your nipple.
How bad everyone down there is feeling right now.
I don't want any. I really don't. Like, this is a game, you know? Like,
I know.
I put myself
But we're
here,
still
that's
friends.
like-
We're still friends.
Yeah, we're still
until people are
friends,
feeling
Cliff.
like
Get
shit
out.
Because we realized that we weren't showing the proper.
Well, thank you. It's
reaction.
not.
Okay, goodbye.
But just trust me, it's not
I'm
just
just
me.
disappointed, you
I
know?
know everyone is feeling like shit right now.
Okay,
and so
okay.
I just want to let you know that all of us down
Roll
there are saying,
along.
Fuck, we kind of we screwed it up.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right, Christy.
Okay, bye-bye. Christ's sake with that one. Okay, hold on. Christy, sweetheart. Christy. You said that whatever the universe wants is meant to be. Hello, it's the universe speaking. This is what was meant to be. You're allowed to be upset, but I'm just reminding you your own words, using them against you. One kiss? I'm gonna be so upset about it. Okay, let's go see Tommy's side of this story quickly.
Just a little breath because it's
See what Tommy's side of this story is. Hold on.
Where is she?
Hold on.
Or she's upset because Tom.
Cause
I just told him. Came in. I said, really, you think it's fucking funny to mess around? Fucking taking off his clothes and playing Baywatch.
Taking.
Oops, I'm an asshole.
Oh, the Baywatch thing?
Yeah.
I get it.
It just sucks.
I know.
Yeah.
It does.
There's no fun to be had. I'll explain it 1 second. I know what happened.
I had it, bro.
I thought Christy had it.
She did a couple times. Like earlier. I had nothing on, bro.
The only mistake that she was making is that she had her middles. Like, you put them in the middle, and then I think that's what Mickey did too. I think you
What I was
needed
doing?
to wait until the end
To put
push
them
them all
Yep.
at once.
Yep.
As opposed to putting them, like, put them both on and then do it right there,
Yeah,
because
because-
then they're delicate.
Yeah, because then you just have to
Okay.
move slow, like
Blah blah blah. I don't want this show to go on forever. You guys can go watch the feeds. But basically, Tommy didn't do anything other than after the competition was over and Christy lost, Tommy apparently ripped his clothes off and was pretending like it was Baywatch. He was just like joking around and laughing after the competition, and everybody was laughing along, finding it funny. And Christy felt that was obviously very insensitive, since you as my real life friend should understand I'm now going home. I now lost this game and you're over there having a party. And I have to say, in all honesty, I understand her point, I guess, here. I guess I understand her point here. I would be upset if I knew my chances in the game were over. You have to remember, it's different than somebody who you just met in the game doing it. It's different than someone you just met in the game doing it. This is somebody who was part of her family and part of her life for 10 years, celebrating after her game is basically over. So I understand why she would be upset by that. But don't feel too upset about it, because
Not you. I don't
No, I
mean you,
know,
like,
I know.
they're working it out right now. It's all going to be fine, everyone. We'll have all the details of this and more on our live feed update show tomorrow. So remember, if you guys do not have the feeds, you can get them from us at yourrealityrecaps.com/feeds. If you want to see any of our previous shows or content, it is at yourrealityrecaps.com/bb21 for this season, or change that bb21 to any bb and check out all of our content for other seasons, as well as Amazing Race, Survivor, Bravo shows. We have a million shows on our website. You can check them all out over there. If you'd like to be an updater, yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. I see some of you late people coming in saying, who won? Jackson won the POV. Of course, you could always find that out by looking at the spoiler graphic on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com/bb21 as well. Make sure you guys are following us on YouNow. I will be live there later today, as I am every day. And of course, make sure you're following us on TV Co. So that you get all of our Big Brother shows as well. We're live both places every day. And lastly, if you want to help support our shows, yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You could access the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows, and the after shows with the house guests. You can always do one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal or start your Amazon shopping with us. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for sharing all of our stuff on social media. You guys know that helps so much. Thumbs up and subscribe on YouTube. 5-star rating and a nice review on Amazon. Tell your friends about the show. Post it in places you don't see it online. You are our best advocates. Don't be like that horrible witch Maximus mom who just posts clips of our show with no link for people to watch them. That literally is the worst thing you could do. So don't be like Maximus mom, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Enjoy the feeds, and I'll see you later. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.